YouTube? So back to another video today. I'm over in Corona Del Mar right now. I just finished up going to Evan Paul Motors over in Costa Mesa, which I have a ton of cool cars over there, but I was actually driving down PCH because I wanted to go get some work done today and the sun's coming out. I figured I'd go out for a bit and work from Starbucks, but I was driving by Ferrari Newport Beach and I saw something inside I wanted to go to, so I figured we'd go check it out. But you know what? Check out how clean my car looks right now. Man, it's still looking really nice. I love this thing. I fall in love every day with it more and more. My ex-girlfriend was in town and I've been hanging out with her a lot lately, and I've had like this thought in my head. I've had this idea in my head for a little bit. A lot of you guys know that I sold a Lamborghini to Christian Guzman, and I've been following his videos for a long time. I'm good friends with Joe, his roommate. He always wears Devoted stuff, all my clothing line in his videos, which is great. Thank you, Joe. But like, I've had a lot of people saying they want to see my personal life, which is so cool because I've tried to focus so much on just cars that I kind of forgot to film like my food, my workouts, like my friends. There's a lot happening right now. I just got to figure out like what I want to share and what I want to tell you guys and kind of what I want to bring to these vlogs. One thing that I will say is that I do have plans to bring a lot more variety to you. I have a lot of stuff planned, and there's some stuff coming up in August that I can't say too much about right now. I'm so nervous with this guy in front of me right now. Please don't hit me. Whatever, we'll talk about it later. So I've had this like really weird issue with my drone. When I fly it in the air, it like, the whole thing tilts to the side. It won't level out. It has like a gimbal in there that you have to balance, and I have to figure out how to like calibrate it because all my shots are off. But I'm over here in Newport Beach over at Crystal Cove Shopping Center. This is like where some of the original Cars and Coffees were. So if you look here, it says like you can adjust the gimbal roll, and it was off axis, so you can see it was sitting like completely sideways. So I think that should be better. Let's test it out. Drone footage right now. So we're over at Ferrari of Newport Beach. This is the dealership that I just drove by, and I saw something very special in the front window. It's a Ferrari Enzo, so I want to go inside and go take a look at it right now because I think it's Rosso Dino, which is like an orangish color. So I was right when I drove by. I knew that this car was a little bit different because of this color. It's a little bit subtle, but take a look at it. You'll notice it right off the bat that it's not red. Hopefully on camera you can pick that up, but you can see right there. This is called Rosso Dino, so this is actually, I'll do a thumbnail. This is actually like a Ferrari color from the factory, but has a really cool hue to it. It's awesome because it's a color you don't see that often. Definitely separates the Enzos, or this Enzo, from the rest in just such a subtle way too. They're asking 3.7 million, 3,600 miles. Yeah, Rosso Dino with all black interior. So distracted by this Rosso Dino Enzo, I didn't even see this black Scud or 16M, the convertible version of a Scuderia. This is black. This is so sick in this spec. $398,000 with 3,300 miles. Nice car. 09 has the racing seats, which I love. Has like a red stitching contrast kinda, a carbon fiber pretty much everywhere. Cool little subtle silver stripe down the middle. Those exhausts are my favorite too. It's like the challenge car, it's the same setup. Little 16M badge there. These are raw. I actually drove Floyd Mayweather's white coupe, which was the original Scuderia. You can see carbon fiber mirrors too. There's a complete packed showroom of all these cars. I'm gonna go look around a little bit. They usually have some cool stuff hidden away. Just kind of highlight cars here and there, but there's a nice 488 with some really clean wheels on it. I don't know what kind of wheels they are, but standard tan interior, not the sports seats. Car's priced at $324. It's pretty clean. I would just do black interior with the sports seats. Oh, I see a silver Speciale. That's one of my personal favorite cars. So a lot of these Ferraris come with a stripe that goes down the middle of it, which is called typically a NART stripe. When you have a stripe delete, I think it actually costs more money to not have the stripe, but you can see it just looks really, really clean without it. Typically they're red with like a blue stripe. This looks really clean without it. I'm not a big fan of silver, but with black wheels, this looks super nice. I would just do yellow calipers instead, but nonetheless, I'm definitely a fan. What are the chances of that? 408 miles, 429. Loaded. This one has the sport seats too, which I'm a big fan of. An expensive option, but it looks really good. Nice little silver 48 Spider. Hey, how are you, sir? Good to see you. You can see here, these are the standard seats. These are the non-sport ones. They still look good. I think red definitely makes this look really clean and stands out in the silver car. But if you want like a subtle spec, which is rare to get, I think this is a way to go. Priced at $374, 220 miles. One thing I've noticed is that when I was actually working for Lamborghini, I've probably driven, I think, around 500 to 800 Lamborghinis in my lifetime. And majority of cars that I had driven and taken photos of and sold, there's not many. I'd say maybe like 10 or 15 out of all those were over 10,000 miles. Everything else was below. A lot of lease programs, when you do it on these cars, the yearly limit is like 2,500 miles per year on most leases for these kind of cars. And a lot of people just have them for the Sunday cruise to go on PCH and like drive around. So they're not driven every single day. That's why you see so many cars here that have super low miles and they're pre-owned, because a lot of these guys don't drive these cars heavily, or often I should say. I didn't even see this here, the new GTC 4 Lusso. This is a car that I had filmed. You know, I didn't film this car, I don't think. Maybe I did. I made a video on this car a while ago. This is one of their demo cars. They've had this for a while. And I've actually seen that 360 Challenge that was here for a little bit ago, but man, or a while ago, what? They're asking $239 for this car. Stripeless, red interior, Challenge Stradale. That's definitely an iconic unicorn right there. See a nice little F12 back there, blue TDF. I'm sorry, that's TDF blue. 48, F12 black wheels. White's a good color for Ferraris. That's pretty rare to see that. Little classics over here. 02575, 174. Pretty nice. Like how the front line is just all the supercars right here. That's gotta be fun to drive. That's a collector car for sure, and that price is pretty steep, but you know, you get in a car that's, I think it's one of one in this color from what I know. So if you guys want to, comment below. Let me know what your favorite car is that you saw in this showroom here. For me personally, Enzo is awesome. I've never driven one, but I don't feel like they would drive that great with how they're kind of outdated. I'm sure they're fun to drive, but #1 car here. If there was a TDF, I'd probably pick that. I'm gonna go with the Silver Special. This car is my favorite. I don't like silver, but surprisingly, I really like this car. It just looks like really sinister with this look, especially with no stripes and all the fenders, and it's just such an aggressive car. Yeah, that one. Soon. I got you, Ferrari. I got you. I do love Ferraris, but this is my baby. I love this car more and more every day. I was walking to it this morning after I was at a dealership, and I was like, man, this thing has such an aggressive stance. Look at that. You got a G-Wagon, and you got a Fisker, and then you got, boom, yellow lot Ferrari. I filmed that a while ago. Yo, this is getting me so excited. My first video to almost hit 1 million views. It's 2,000 away. I'm so stoked. Seems like everywhere I go, there's always a Newport Coast something. Just finished up a meeting over at Newport Coast Auto. They are one of my new clients that I am shooting photos for their inventory. And basically they carry everything from like AMGs to M3s, you know, the whole like middle line, nice cars. And now I'm heading back to my house. I've been out all day meeting with a ton of different clients. I also have some really cool news. This came in today. It's my official documents for my marketing company, Spencer Burke Marketing. So I just finished up with like the whole day of nonstop running around. 7:03 p.m. This is my work phone, by the way. It is so nice to have two phones to do all this stuff together. Basically, what I wanted to do was kind of clear everything up to you guys. I wanted to make a video that said like clearing it up or telling you the truth, but like it doesn't matter. Like whoever wants to know about this, watch the rest of the video about like my personal life, about work. If you don't care, X out. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed that Enzo, and stay tuned for the next video. So basically what I do is I offer, like I said, my services to the public, to anyone worldwide. There's two things that I do. There's content creation and content distribution. Those are my two services that I offer from myself, Spencer Burke, as an individual, and Spencer Burke Marketing. What I do is, like, let's say a company out there, they don't have the time for social media management. And when I say management, it's more so of like responding to DMs, following up with people who comment, making sure that you follow and like stuff back, posting a few times per day, posting on stories on Instagram, replying to Facebook messages, posting on Facebook, Twitter, everything that you could imagine is in my hands. I offer the service of controlling social media for a company. Now what can happen is a customer or a client can send me photos and I post them every day and I distribute them the right way. I tag people, I geotag, I do everything so it's very consistent over and over and over again. So you establish a well-known image of what a company is and what they represent and what they sell or offer to consumers. So I offer like multiple things besides that. Like I'll do contracted photography, which is considered content creation. So any like dealership or person that needs photos consistently, I can shoot inventory photos, I can do beauty photos, I can do product photography, pretty much anything around photography I'm able to produce. So yeah, in a nutshell, it's relatively straightforward. Come on, man. So for anyone who's been curious on what I've been doing, I hope that kind of clears it up a little bit. Like I said, I have 5 clients now. I'm taking on 5 more clients. I think that 10 people or 10 places will keep me very busy. Some are in person and some are remote. So it's nice to have that freedom to kind of have my hours and travel, but it is very hard work. I'm busy all the time, whether it's editing or shooting photos or traveling or doing YouTube videos. So I'm enjoying it. I'm really happy with what I'm doing, and I have no reason to complain. It has been really hard though, it's been tough, but the tough times really build your character and build who you are and who you want to become. So if anyone has any like business questions or anything as far as like if you guys do need help with social media, I do offer online training, very basic stuff. I'm not trying to be like, hey, it's $1,000 for me to tell you, hey, this is the master plan. It's like I'll charge here and there for some shout outs if you guys want some exposure. I'll do some shout outs on Instagram or Facebook or whatever it needs to be. But for me, like, it has to make sense, has to be automotive related and kind of fit in who and what I do. I'm always willing to help people. If you guys need help, message me, shoot me an email, whatever you want to do. Follow me on Instagram and Snapchat and everything. Now, if you follow me on Instagram and Snapchat, you'll know that May 28th is a very special day for me. I'm working on something, probably the biggest thing of my career that I've dreamt of doing for so long, and I'm finally doing it. Let's just say if you are a photographer or you want to be a photographer and you want to shoot cars and you want to make it your living, that's all I'm gonna say. So stay tuned for May 28th on Sunday. I will announce it on my Instagram @thatphotographer. Follow me on there. Also Snapchat. I've had some good love, but I'd love to build more people. That's my Snapchat right there. I've been playing Forza. It's been so much fun. I've been live streaming. Sorry for all the plugs, but Twitch account is right here. I'll be live streaming on Twitch. I'll be answering a ton of questions there while I play video games. So Twitch is like the best spot to go to message me while I'm playing games, and I will answer all your questions either over the headset or over the chat room. Please thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.